I talk, you listen. Welcome to my one-man panel of madness. You might like it, you might not, you might think I'm full of shit, whichever, don't care. I like to talk and I like to share. So remember, opinions are not facts, just my ramblings. But thanks for listening and be sure to share whether you like it or not. Hello and welcome. I am Dr. Gio Who, and welcome to Dr. Gio Who's Sci-Fi and Horror Ramblings. And yes, that means that I will probably talk a lot about stuff, and it's pretty much kind of I guess you could say a one-man panel of madness. That's kind of like what I like to think about it. I'm not a medical doctor, just so you know. I guess I should kind of put that out there in case people start asking medical questions. So I'm not. I am a doctor of metaphysics, but I'm not a crazy nutter. I've also studied paranormal investigations, so I am a certified paranormal investigator, which has nothing to do with sci-fi and horror. I guess I'm just trying to come up with credentials. Anyway, but I have been a fan for a very long time. I don't want to say my age. I'm somewhere into my... Well, actually, I just turned 40, so that's not a big deal. And I still look pretty young, so I'm fine with that. But I've been cosplaying since the 90s, mid-90s, when I went to my very first Star Trek convention. Oh my goodness, that was so long ago that it feels like another life. And does that qualify me to be doing this? Absolutely not. Just because I've been cosplaying for 25 years does not make me an authority on sci-fi or horror. Hence, these are ramblings, opinions, you know. They're just my opinions, what I like to talk about, and they're not facts, so don't take any of this. I'm sure none of you will take it as facts, but all right. Anywho, today's very exciting because it is July 15th, and early this morning, at least here in California, where I am, we had our first look at a Doctor Who teaser. And it's funny because as soon as it happened, immediately the complaints started coming in. And they really annoyed me because, you know, folks, this is a teaser. It's supposed to tease you and not go into, you know, what a trailer would normally go into. Now, to be honest, I don't like trailers sometimes because they tend to, I don't know, like they tend to just put way too much stuff in the trailer and it just kind of gives it away. Let me give you an example. Doctor Who Series 10, a lot of people were upset that at the end of the trailer for the season, John Sims, who played the Master, you know, his face kind of popped up for a second there, so everybody was like, oh, great, well, you just spoiled it. You know, you could have kept that a secret. So I'm more of a teaser kind of person. I like them. However, this isn't a teaser about the show itself. It looks like it was actually created for this specific release. Not in the way of like when Bill was announced as the next companion for Series 10. They did work that into the episode, but I don't know if this little 50-second teaser is going to be worked into any of the episodes of the new series of Doctor Who. But, all right, so what did I think of the new trailer? Sorry, excuse me, teaser. I liked it. I liked the look. I liked the colors. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Riverdale, a show that I have not checked out yet, but I've seen snippets of it, especially some episodes directed by Rachel Talalay, who is one of my favorite Who directors. I liked the idea of not necessarily seeing the Doctor right away, but instead it was more the companions, you know. And I've always agreed that the companions are really who make the show, because you have the Doctor, and the Doctor alone is not that fun. So it's usually the companions that are really the fun part of the show, because we all are companions on this voyage with the Doctor in the TARDIS. And I'll be honest, I actually watched it a few times because I would catch something the next time I saw it. So, you know, the first time you just kind of see it and you have that kind of shock value and you're like, oh, okay, all right, well, let's play it again, Sam. And so I did, and a few times actually, and I started picking up on things. Now, yes, you know, I didn't realize that it was actually her technically going through the different scenes of the teaser. So like, when you see something being dumped into the egg, which people say it's sausage, but upon looking closer, I think it's really a piece of toast that she's kind of dipping into the egg yolk. The pizza, and then the magazine. I was like, wait, so is this just because time and space is wibbly and things have reset? So, the first time I thought maybe time is resetting and they're all feeling it. But then when you look closer, you see that it's almost her leaving a trail, very much like the Flash. So what could this mean? Could the Doctor now, for whatever reason, have these abilities to travel faster than the Flash? I don't know. Is this just for the trailer, or sorry, the teaser? So it could just be that this effect of her just kind of going around is just for that, just for the teaser, not necessarily that this is going to be a new thing. But then again, you don't know. I mean, so many things happened in the last season that were kind of almost leading up to this being her maybe having some kind of special, in the last episode, the Doctor Falls, they really focus on the teardrop from Bill. I mean, if you go back and watch, but the very end before Bill and Heather take off, you see that one of her tears drops onto the Doctor's forehead, which starts the little regeneration again. So could that have affected her now to the point where maybe she is able to travel like the pilot, from the first episode, the pilot of Doctor Who Series 10. So a lot of stuff to think about. I mean, a lot of things could be happening, and we won't know. But, a lot of people just started getting kind of nasty about it. Oh, all this for just this. Yeah, guess what, folks? It's a teaser. It's just supposed to be a little snippet to tease you. That's exactly what it is. It's just to tease you and make you think, oh, I wonder what this is about. So this is kind of just my little ramblings about today's Doctor Who Series 11 teaser. I've got to say, I love Jodie Whittaker's smile. I'm in love with her smile. When I first saw her on Broadchurch, she didn't smile that much. Well, for obvious reasons. But when I saw Trust Me, which she also starred in, there's a few moments that she had that quirky smile, and it was cool. The first smile she gave us was, with the brilliant moment at the end of Twice Upon a Time, the Christmas special. So, it's just her smile keeps getting better and better. And it's funny because the 3 times that she's been presented as the Doctor, her reveal, which will happen a year, 2 days from now, the 16th, I think, is when she was first revealed. She had that quirky smile. Then when the All Brilliant, she had that quirky smile. And then she also had the smile today. And I apologize. That is actually a text from one of my close friends who actually wanted to put in a question. But unfortunately, sorry, buddy, maybe next episode. But hey, that's the stuff that happens here on Dr. Gio Who's Sci-Fi and Horror Ramblings. And I think that's pretty much good enough. Another question. But I guess we'll have to take that later. So I hope you liked this first episode. Like I said, this is going to have commentary and just things that I like to share. Like I said, opinions. So it's, but, Comic-Con is coming. So we'll probably start another episode with Comic-Con and what's coming to Comic-Con. So thank you for listening. If you really like, please subscribe to any of the apps or forums that you're listening this through. If you have any questions, I'm sure there's going to be a contact link somewhere. And if not, I'm sure we'll find a way to get you to ask questions like my buddies here who are texting me with questions they want me to talk about. So whatever. Anywho, so yes, please subscribe. Keep listening, or don't subscribe and don't listen, but tell people about me. All right. So this is Dr. Gio Who signing out for today.